Hello friends and welcome to a little nitty vlog. My name is Céline and I'm currently back home in Italy visiting my parents, and I thought, let me film a vlog while I'm here. The week's going to be very chill. I don't have much planned. I'm working from home and then I'll have to run all those errands that anyone living abroad has to run when they are back home for a week. You know, like the dentist, stock up on Italian groceries to bring back home, see friends and family, things of that sort. So I will be recording everything in between.
Listen for me in a violin. Listen for me when the knife is turning. Listen for me when the world is burning. Babe, would you listen for me? Listen for me in a crowded street. Listen for me in a winning streak. Listen for me when you're at your peak. Babe, would you listen for me? Listen for me in a child's power. Listen for me in a golden hour. Listen for me when you're on your own.
Now I've just come off of a knitting session, and while I was working on my project I was watching TV, specifically a baking show, and now I can't get baking out of my head. I thought what a great opportunity to make the most out of being here. There's a nice big kitchen space, loads of kitchen and baking utensils and tools, and two parents to share my bakes with, so that I'm not forced to eat the whole thing by myself. I'm so excited. I never bake in London. I changed. I bought this jean skirt the other day and I wanted to wear it, so I'm pairing it with my love letter top by Kika. When I'm at my parents' house, I try to rest as much as I can because my life back in London is quite frenetic. So this morning I had a really long, refreshing shower. You know, the kind where you just kind of stand there for a bit and the water hits you and you just kind of think of nothing. I moisturized my body, which I'm so bad at doing regularly. It's kind of tragic. I cut my nails. I did some nice skincare. Traveling does not stop me from packing my light therapy skincare devices. So this morning I did both my FAQ 202 and UFO 3. These are from the company Foreo, who is kindly sponsoring today's video. Foreo Sweden is a skincare brand that has made self-care so easy and enjoyable for me in the last few months. So this morning I lied down wearing my FAQ 202, which is a new generation of LED masks. It is wireless and made in an ultra lightweight and super unique flexi fit silicone, so it's very comfortable on, also thanks to the adjustable head straps here. It emits 8 different wavelengths, including NIR, to tackle signs of aging and other skin concerns. I've been using this consistently for a while now and my skin is looking way less dull. Also, lately, I've noticed my pores are starting to tighten. I mostly set the mask up directly using this button right here, but if I'm feeling fancy, I'll head to my phone and go onto the Foreo app and I'll select a treatment there. It gives you a really nice 15-minute at-home spa treatment that I do while resting, knitting, watching a show, sometimes while I'm tidying up or cleaning around the house. After the LED mask is done, I go in with my UFO 3 and unpack a Foreo mask to use with it. It does 2-minute spa treatments with a T-sonic massage, thermotherapy, and cryotherapy. My skin drinks this up like there's no tomorrow. It loves it so much. My face goes from parched to plump in a heartbeat. It's great. Foreo is currently offering amazing deals to celebrate its 12th birthday. Happy birthday. So if any of you would like to check out the FAQ 202 and other Foreo products, you can click the link in my description box and use my code Céline35 to get an additional 35% off almost all Foreo products, including those that are already discounted, which means you can get up to 50% off your purchase. Now let's complete this great morning of self-care with more knitting.
Where did the time go? How do we move so far away? Holding on, how much can we both take when love is in echo? I can't hear what you're saying when love is in echo. I can't hear what you're saying. Strong lessons burn brighter, that makes us two fighters.
Right guys, I'm in the garden. I'm waiting for my mom. We're about to head to the yarn shop in hopes of finding some yarn for my dad's Christmas sweater because I'd already like to start knitting it. Now, if you've watched my previous knitting podcast, you may have seen that I'm currently working on a ranunculus for my mom. She doesn't know I am, of course. I've not finished it yet. She's there looking at me. I really want to give it to her before I leave in like 4 days, but I'm constantly with her, so I'm kind of thinking I should tell her I'm making it so that then I can finish it while I hang out with her. Okay, I'm driving. I probably drive 3 times a year. Danger. I'm with my mom. Say hi, Mom.
Hello everyone.
I know that a lot of you will ask what this yarn store is called because it is quite peculiar. The shop only sells yarn cones. It is called Casa del Gomitolo and it's in Seregno in the province of Milan. Is it Milan still? Ah no, it's province Monza Brianza, which is essentially a spot where no tourist would go. Like unless you go on purpose or you live in the surrounding areas, you just won't find yourself there. I was meant to show you the yarn in the car. I was meant to show my mom the ranunculus in the car, but I'm in a funky mood today. I'm debating whether or not I should say this because I always like to be positive in my videos, but I literally couldn't today. So listen, this shop is really cool. There are so many cones. It's just a wonderful time. After my interaction with the man at the shop, I just couldn't. Basically, he was being so insisting about how good of a bargain his yarn is. And of course, it's completely okay to tell customers that the yarn is priced really well, but the way he kept on doing it was almost a little bit invasive, I think. I'm really sorry, I don't like to complain in my videos, but today I'm really susceptible. But anyways, let me show you the yarn I got. I know I said this yarn shop only sells cones, but that was wrong. I actually forgot that sometimes they do have skeins, which includes the yarn that I got today. I picked up this big bag of neutral cashmere. Let me pick up a skein so you can see closer up. So there she is. She's so soft and floofy. We selected this light beige shade. I thought it'd be a good neutral color for my dad so he can wear it with a lot of things in his wardrobe. It's definitely the softest cashmere I've ever worked with. It's worth worsted weight, super airy strands. You can see it looks whipped or something. You work this on like a 7mm needle or like an 8. I've used this exact yarn before from the same shop. I recently finished a piece with it. I've yet to show it anywhere on my social media. I've just not had time, but I will get to that once I get back to London. But the experience was absolutely fantabulous. There was only one issue that I'm deciding to face again, is that the fabric literally shrinks like 25% when you block it. So when you're knitting, you have to constantly account for that, both in the stitch gauge and the row gauge, which is kind of a hustle, to be honest, especially if you want to have a super bump-free experience of just reading a pattern. You can't really do that. You have to keep on calculating how much it's going to shrink. But I'll do anything for my dad, and I want him to be hugged by the softest yarn I can give him. So yeah, at this shop they sell 100 grams of cashmere at €10, which is an absolute bargain. The man didn't fail to specify that. Hi, I'm here with my bestie Gaia. If you've seen my Knitter in Milan video, she was there. That's right. And she has this little towel situation because we're gonna try the curly hair method on her that you saw in the beginning of this video. Gaia potentially has pretty curly hair.
I don't know, I think my curl pattern is like more separated.
Before she invests in any products, I was like, girl, I got you. Let's do it on you. We actually have used a cotton towel, which apparently reduces frizz.
I've heard microfiber works as well.
I love natural fibers though, because we're knitters.
Yeah, fair enough. And also microfiber gives the ick.
Exactly.
You know when you touch it? Yeah. Like
this has the worst atomizer ever. Do you see it? It's like a water gun.
It kind of is.
It is very crucial to know that Gaia and I bonded in high school because we both suffered from severe acne. There were like 80 people in our class and we were the only two.
Like actually struggling, yeah.
We saw each other across the room and we were like, we spent a lot of time coming to terms with what nature gave us when it came to our skin, right? Discussing how we could love ourselves and how we could, you know...
Because you do have to accept it a little bit. Even now at like 25, 26, I still have breakouts and I just kind of have to accept it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Same.
I've always tried to get my curly hair to behave a bit. I tried a lot in 2020 over the pandemic. I gave up again completely. Because my main issue is that, okay, I have two. One is the frizz, especially this part of my head, the top of my head. So that's always been a bit of an issue. And then the other thing is that I often feel like I have to air dry it. But it's like, even if I air dry it, it needs to be like specific conditions, like
a specific climate.
Because if I air dry, but it dries too slowly, it's still gonna get really frizzy.
I was telling Gaia that in this last month where I decided to invest my time in understanding how to help my curly hair, I kind of realized that, you know, I've had this curly hair all my life, but I have never been taught how to make the most out of it. So growing up, I really despised my frizz and I either curled my hair with a curling iron or I would straighten it to tame the frizz. That was the only way I knew I could do that. Ever since my first video on YouTube, I've been constantly blow drying my hair and giving myself a blowout and pulling it and putting heat on it. And for the past 2 years, I've done it after every single wash. And seeing the curly potential has been revolutionary. So yeah, I'm very grateful to Instagram for teaching me how to...
Yeah, no, it's true. Like a lot of people, I think, have been trying to like reclaim their wavy curly hair
it's
just
true.
to... So I do think that's really nice. When I had to brush in the morning to go to school. When I had to brush her before going to school, it was like a whole thing. I got such bad knots.
It was a whole drama. For me, the next step will be wearing no makeup, just more often. I think you're way better at this than I am.
I don't wear makeup all the time.
Yeah. I still carry the acne trauma with me and I mean, I don't necessarily think I look bad without makeup, but it's just something...
You're so used to it.
I'm so used to it. It's like brushing my teeth for me. All right, so products are all in. Now we're gonna diffuse. I would say Gaia's hair is, what, 70% dry now?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
We're gonna air dry the rest, but
It's working.
I think it works. I mean, of course it's working. Okay, yeah, wait, stay there. Stunning.
It's working.
Guess what? I'm gonna knit again. I've got a little list of specific tasks to complete during this knitting session. The first one being trying to salvage this yarn. So this is something that my mom has been working with to make a shawl. Unfortunately, while she was working, the yarn tangled up super bad and there was no way to salvage it other than cutting it into smaller sections. So I'm hoping to put them back together to obtain one longer strand instead of 20 short ones. I'll let you know how that goes, but once I'm done with that, I will rip back a couple rounds off of this project. So this is one of my mum's projects. It's actually a ranunculus. Can you tell we love a ranunculus in this household? Yes, we do. But something went wrong. The stitch count doesn't match. So I'm just gonna rip it back a couple rounds for her because I know she despises doing that. I'm just gonna save her some stress. And once I'm done with that, I'll resume knitting on the green ranunculus that I'm making for her. In case you're wondering, I am wearing a handmade knit. This is the Ilana camisole by Not a Day Without Knitting. And now I have one last thing to say. Something incredible happened today. I bought a camera. I'm screaming inside. This has been a long time coming. I've been dreaming about this. I'll need a few weeks to figure everything out, but you can expect an improvement in video quality in like, I would estimate 2 to 3 videos.
어디서부터 참을 수 있을까? 벌어진 틈새를 채울 순 있을까? I don't know what to do. We've already spent too much time. 우린 이미 너무 먼 길을 너에게로부터 가장 먼 내 마음이 또다시 철없이 널 향하지 않게.
Hi friends, I have been editing this video for a good few hours now. It is 1 a.m, which is also why I'm whispering because everyone's sleeping, but I thought I'd sit down for a second to record the outro for this video. As mentioned in the beginning, this week did indeed turn out to be relatively chill. I really focused on being present with my family, and now I'm watching the vlog back and I'm getting paranoid that that translated into the quality of the video, which makes me so angry at myself for even mentioning it because obviously I have a good excuse. I just wanted to be with my family. I don't get to do that often because obviously I live abroad, but I'm sure a lot of you can relate. It's just the voice of perfectionism taking over. I want to actively go against that and show myself that it's fine to post videos that are a bit more raw, maybe a little bit less cohesive, where the storytelling doesn't make as much fantabulous sense. The shots are not the most visually appealing or whatever. Like, I want to just do it. I want to embrace a little bit more imperfection in my work. Not all the time, but sometimes. I mean, my other videos are not perfect whatsoever, but this one I feel is even more imperfect than the others. I want to put myself through more exposure therapy, and I guess this video is one way I'm doing that. Just posting a piece of work that I see as quite imperfect. Can you guys do me a favor and tell me what's like an imperfect thing that you do that you're proud of? I realize it's a pretty broad question, but I would be really keen to know what imperfect things spark joy for you. But yeah, I should really wrap up and go to bed because tomorrow is my last day here and I've got loads to do. I thank you so much for sticking till the end of this video. I genuinely mean it. Sticking to the end of a longer video is a lot to ask. I hope you are having the best morning, day, night, wherever you are in the world. Let me know where you are in the world. I will say bye for now, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video.